So, this is the story of the island of Vikings. Every day, dragons used to attack their island and hunt their animals. Vikings were always ready to save them and fight these dragons. They had also been attacked in the same way today. As the attack happened, sirens are sounded on the entire island and all the Vikings come out to fight. During all this, we also see a boy named Hiccup who was standing outside and witnessing the whole fight. Meanwhile, a dragon was about to attack him, but their leader Stoic saved him and asked him to go to his work. Hiccup actually used to make weapons for the Vikings along with his partner Gobber. He did not know how to fight these dragons. He himself wanted to fight these dragons, and he also wanted to become a Viking. He shows Gobber that he had made such a machine with which they could catch the dragons by throwing a rope. Gobber does not find his machine suitable for the time being. During their conversation, we see that the dragons had set the large part of the islands on fire, so here the team of children starts extinguishing that fire. A girl very cleverly climbs to a high place and throws water from above. She extinguishes most of the fire with less water. Hiccup is very happy with her intelligence. The name of this girl was Ash, whom he always liked. The dragons were still continuously setting fire on this island. Stoic and all the Vikings were fighting with them. Stoic had fearlessly captured 1 or 2 dragons. Today's attack was far bigger than before because a dragon knight Fury had also come here to attack today. It was so fast that no one had even seen it attacking. In such a situation, when the difficulty increases, Gobber also has to go out and fight. As soon as it left from here, Hiccup decided to use his weapon. When he looked through the window, he saw Night Fury raining fire, and he immediately attacked it with his weapon. He heard the sound of Night Fury's writhing, and after going outside, he saw that he had also succeeded in catching Night Fury, and he was very happy with this. Before he could do anything else, another dragon was about to attack Hiccup when their chief Stoic came to save him. He forced the dragon to run away from here while beating it, but seeing Hiccup here, the dragon rained fire here, and due to this many houses got destroyed, due to which Stoic started scolding Hiccup, and here from their interaction we come to know that Stoic is Hiccup's father. Hiccup ignores his father's scolding and tells him that I think I have caught the Night Fury. We should go to the forest and check it. But Stoic does not pay any attention to his words, and he tells him to go home, but Hiccup instead of going home goes to the forest to know whether he had really caught the Night Fury or not. On the other hand, now we are shown Stoic, who had called all the Vikings and people who have taken training of Vikings in the meeting. He wanted to know the whereabouts of the dragons at any cost, so that he can make his life easier by eliminating the dragons. Here we are shown that Gobber is now talks with Stoic about his son, Hiccup. Hiccup used to make very good weapons, and now he wanted to become a Viking. Stoic said that I do not think he can become a Viking because he is powerless. Gobber says that you may be right, but he has the right to get a chance. Now we are shown that when Hiccup reached the forest, he was very happy to see that the Night Fury was trapped by the rope of his weapon. He takes out his knife and tries to attack him. He notices that this dragon was fearing him. Seeing this, he feels pity for the dragon and does not attack this Night Fury dragon. Hiccup was now feeling very sorry for it, so he also frees it. Here, the Night Fury roars fiercely as though expressing gratitude. And then it tries to fly away from here. Then it finds out that its wings were also injured, and it was not able to fly now. Well, now Hiccup comes home where his dad gives him the good news that he can take training to become a Viking. He says that I am going by sea to find the whereabouts of the dragons and fight them, and when I come back, I want you to be the best Viking you can be. Stoic also gives his axe to Hiccup and leaves, and the next day we are shown their training area where his friend Ash along with many other children were taking training, and everyone thought Hiccup was very weak. Here, Gobber was going to train all of them at this time. The one who performs best during the training, he will get a chance to fight and kill the dragon at the end of the training, and he will also join the army of their leader Stoic. After this, Gobber releases a dragon here which was chained, but the chains were so long that it could roam freely here. Gobber tells how to avoid its fireballs using your shield and make its eyes blind. Now as the dragon comes towards Hiccup, Hiccup gets scared of it and backs away to the hill, and just then that dragon is about to eat him when Gobber comes here and saves him, and he instructs Hiccup, "Don't stand still before a dragon like this, the danger increases." The dragon does not leave any person alive who stops in front of it. Thinking this, Hiccup thinks of Night Fury. He had not harmed to him. Thinking this, he again goes to those mountains where he had first freed Night Fury. Night Fury was still there and was trying to fly, but it was unable to fly.to know the reason for not flying. Hiccup sits there and draws a sketch of Night Fury, and he finds out that his tail fin was damaged due to the weapon made by Hiccup, due to which it is unable to fly, even it is unable to hunt. Well, Hiccup leaves from here for now because his training class was going on. Gobber was telling all the children about those dragons sitting in the class. Here no one sits with Hiccup because everyone finds Hiccup a coward. All the children of the class leave from there, after which he again takes out this book written on dragons. In this, there were pictures of many dragons, and it was also written about them. But there was no mention of Night Fury because no one had seen Night Fury till date. It was just written that Night Fury is very dangerous. After reading this, he realized that this information about Night Fury is wrong. After the scene is changed, we are shown Stoic, who is their leader, along with his army, was checking the islands around his island, out of which all those dragons must have made their nest on one of the islands. Now, as soon as they come close to the islands, many dragons attack Stoic's ships and his companions, and they start raining fire on them. Whereas here we are shown Hiccup in the next class, where even today, everyone was practicing to fight this dragon. All the children were very scared except Ash, who was fighting this dragon well. When the dragon suddenly comes to attack Hiccup here, Ash comes close to him, and she saves him, and then, showing it her axe, she scares it and locks it back in the cage. She comes and scolds Hiccup that you are not serious at all in your work. You will not be able to become a Viking like this. After listening to Ash's words, he also realized that he is doing wrong. Anyway, now he comes back to Night Fury to save himself from it. He also brought his shield. He also hunted fish for the Night Fury, and he very cautiously first gives the fish to the Night Fury, and then he throws away all his weapons in front of its eyes to convince it that he wants to be friends with it. The Night Fury also ate half the fish and threw the other half back towards Hiccup. By doing this, it was also giving a message of friendship. Hiccup ate that fish, and both of them became friends. He stays with him till evening, and finally Hiccup also touches it, which it feels very good about. Now he had to go back to his home again, because Gobber had to train everyone again at night. While teaching about the dragons, Gobber tells them how he also lost his hand and liked fighting dragons. At this time, he says that the easiest way to defeat or catch a dragon is to cut off its tail fin, so that it will not be able to fly. Hearing this, Hiccup realized that because of this, the Night Fury is not able to fly. So now he decides that he will make its artificial tail fin again. He goes to a shop where he used to make weapons for everyone, and after making some things, he takes some of his stuff, and the next morning, he comes back to Night Fury. Now he knew that Night Fury will not let him do anything in this way. So, he also brought a lot of fish for Night Fury. When Night Fury starts eating it, then from behind Hiccup starts attaching the artificial tail fin he made to its tail. The surprising thing was that Hiccup's made artificial tail fin was working, and Night Fury was very happy with this, and he flies away with Hiccup. Hiccup, who was riding this dragon for the first time, gets very scared. The next day, again Gobber presented a new dragon in front of them, which emitted a shock from one side. On the other side, it used to exhale smoke from its mouth, due to which those fighting with it could not see anything. Even now it was fighting in the same way. So, Gobber told all the children to throw water on the mouth of this dragon from which it emits shock, but all the children waste their water. And then Hiccup comes here. He had already learned to handle dragons a little bit. He, without any fear, secretly shows a fish to the dragon, and while driving it away, locks it in its cage again, and also throws the fish in front of it, hiding from everyone's eyes. Everyone had seen that Hiccup sent that dragon back to that cage without any fear, so this time, everyone was impressed with Hiccup. Well, now the days keep passing. Hiccup continues his training, and at the same time also has fun with the Night Fury, that he had also made a saddle to ride the Night Fury. They used to soar high in the skies every day, and Hiccup learned something new each time he was with it. One day they fly to a place where strange flowers were planted. On smelling these flowers, the dragon sneezes and it falls unconscious. Seeing this, Hiccup understands that these flowers can be used to make the dragons unconscious. He picks many flowers from here, and the next day when he goes again for training, the dragon that came in front to fight him, he throws these flowers on it and makes it unconscious. All the children here are extremely impressed by him and start considering him a legend. After this day, all the children wanted to talk to him, But now he did not talk to anyone, and he again went to his Night Fury dragon. And he started spending time with it. While playing with it, he found out that how the dragons fall asleep by caressing their neck from below. This was also a big trick for him. The next day, he uses this trick in training, and he secretly goes under the dragon and falls it to sleep by caressing its neck. After putting this dragon to sleep, Hiccup got this dragon captured again. And now all the children became his fans and started considering him a bigger Viking than Ash. Ash was now getting envied with Hiccup because Ash used to train a lot to kill these dragons. Despite that, Hiccup used to win in the class. She wanted to know what Hiccup does, as such that he defeats all the dragons in just a few seconds. That is why she also follows him, but before she could see where Hiccup went in the forest, Hiccup disappears. The next day we are shown that Hiccup's dad, leader of all these, Stoic, had returned. As he returned, he started hearing praises of Hiccup from Gobber and all the people here. Every person tells them that Hiccup is working best, and every day he defeats the dragon within seconds. He is also surprised to hear this. Here we are shown Hiccup, who had also learned to fly with the Night Fury, and it also taught him to give signals to communicate each other. Now when Stoic and Hiccup meet at night, Stoic hugs him and says that I had never thought even in my dreams that you could defeat the dragons. I thought that you would spoil the name of the Vikings, but now I can say with pride that my son is also a brave Viking. Hearing all this, he gets completely confused whether he should tell the truth to his dad or not. He had not yet learned to fight with the dragon. He used to defeat all those dragons through some tricks taught by the Night Fury. Today was the last class of these children. Today, whoever defeated the dragon first would be awarded best student and get a chance to kill it. Ash requests Hiccup that today you let me show my talent. Hiccup also agrees to her words, but right at the fight time, he comes and knocks the dragon unconscious with one of his own tricks, because he also had to impress his dad. Seeing this, Ash gets very angry. However, now that lady who used to keep an eye on their class every day, when she is asked about the best student, she gives the name of Hiccup, and this makes Stoic very happy. Even after all this, Hiccup was not excited at all. He was trying to run away from here immediately, so this time Ash also follows him. When she reached the middle of the mountains, she suddenly knocked down Hiccup and asked him, "Tell me the truth. What is your secret behind all this?" Before he could tell anything, Night Fury comes here. Seeing it, Ash gets ready to fight with it, but Hiccup stops her, saying that don't kill it. It is my friend. Hiccup did not want his truth to be revealed like this. That's why he asks Night Fury to pick up Ash. Ash screams a lot, but Hiccup then stops Night Fury on a mountain and makes Ash sit near him on the dragon. Ash tells him that I will tell everyone about this dragon. Hiccup says, "Let everyone know, but first listen to me." Night Fury flies away with Ash and Hiccup because it was angry with Ash. That's why it was scaring both of them by flying them in the strong air. Then Hiccup tells Ash that you should apologize to it. As Ash apologizes to it in fear, this dragon also starts giving them a nice ride in the sky, which Ash was also enjoying now. Now, while flying in the air, he tells Ash that just as we humans are afraid of these dragons, similarly, these dragons are also afraid of us humans. They are not dangerous at all. Ash says, "I don't believe this. These dragons have been attacking our animals for years and also burn the houses of our village." Now listening to this, Night Fury takes them from here to its island from where volcano was erupting, and they see that here many dragons were throwing animals inside that volcano, and everyone was also looking into it. The dragon shows both of them that there was a red fury dragon in that volcano who used to feel a strong appetite. That's why he used to eat the dragons, and the dragons used to hunt animals to save themselves, so that they could fill its stomach. Ash also understands in this way that the dragons are not so bad. Now she decides to tell this fact to the villagers. Then Hiccup says to her, "No, you should not tell this to anyone right now. Otherwise, they will come to kill our Night Fury dragon. I will tell them this myself when the right time comes." Now the next day was to come when Hiccup was getting a chance to kill a dragon. He was given a chance to kill the fire dragon, and the fire dragon was taken out. All villagers had come here with Stoic to see the sight. Hiccup throws his weapon in front of everyone and makes the dragon relax. And he starts telling the villagers that these dragons are not dangerous at all, or they are afraid of humans in the same way as we are afraid of these dragons. He was still telling this when the dragon became furious again from behind and tried to attack Hiccup. Hiccup defended himself, and sensing Hiccup in danger, Night Fury also came here to save him. Night Fury scared this fire dragon and sent it to its cage, but now another dragon had come in everyone's sight, and everyone caught this dragon. Hiccup wanted to tell everyone here that Night Fury is his friend, but here Stoic scolds him and sends him away from there. Hearing this and seeing this, Night Fury also becomes very sad. Stoic also follows Hiccup home and tells him that how can you forget that these dragons are our enemies? See, it wanted to kill you, and before that it also killed your mom. Then Hiccup explains to him that dragons are not bad, they do not eat us. Rather they hunt and take it from here to satisfy their leader's hunger. Hearing this, Stoic is surprised and he asks him, have you seen the dragon nest? Hiccup says yes, it was Night Fury who took us there. Now here Stoic also decides to go to the dragon nest, and while leaving he tells Hiccup that I was right, you are not one of us. After which they imprison Night Fury, and they set out towards the dragon nest, the island of dragons. Now Hiccup was sitting sad, and then Ash comes to him. He tells Ash that my dad is right. I am absolutely useless. I am the first Viking in 200 years who does not want to kill the dragons. She says that you are the first Viking in these 200 years who has ridden a dragon. You are the first Viking who has befriended a dragon. You are very courageous. Hiccup says that I befriended it because it was also scared like me. Ash asks, who asked for friendship? Hiccup replies that I did. Ash explains to him that friends does not leave in difficult times, and you should also not leave your friend, you should go to save Night Fury. Hearing her words, Hiccup also got a lot of courage, but what could he do alone? That is why all his classmates agreed to help him. Now they needed rides to cross such a long journey, so Hiccup freed all the dragons here, and he made all these people friends with them, after which all of them sat on them and left for the place where Stoic had gone. Now it is shown that Stoic had also reached near the dragon nest. As he reaches here, he announces that my friends, today we will finish all these dragons together while fighting. Everyone says yes in excitement, and they attack the dragon nest. It was a very high hill. Due to their repeated attacks, a hole is formed there from inside which these people throw a fireball. This fireball explodes like a bomb inside, and all the dragons start flying from here in fear. These people keep attacking with fireballs again and again. Enraged, Red Fury Dragon, for which all these dragons used to hunt, suddenly comes before them. It was 100 times bigger than any dragon, and today for the first time they were seeing this dragon, which was their true enemy. In the meantime, Hiccup also reached there with his companions. Hiccup himself tries to divert the attention of this big dragon, and he tells Ash to free the Night Fury from below. Here that red dragon attacked them, and they all of them fell in the water along with Night Fury. Hiccup could not accept defeat. He starts struggling to free his Night Fury in the water himself. While doing this, he also faints, and here his dad saves him and takes him out of the water. These people freed the Night Fury as well, and now finally Night Fury was ready to fight that big dragon, because Stoic also came to know here that Hiccup is telling the truth. So now he also apologizes to Hiccup, saying that you were right, and I did a lot of wrong with you. Now here Night Fury comes to Hiccup and makes him sit on its back, and it goes to fight with that Red Fury. That Red Fury was huge, and was inside the fire at this time where it was difficult to fight it. That is why Night Fury flies fast towards the sky while attacking it, so that it too can come out in the sky. They fly in the clouds, and it was becoming difficult for them to see that another dragon. That dragon was repeatedly raining fire on them. They were no less powerful. Night Fury also rains its fireballs on them and makes holes in the wings of that Red Fury. But this time, as soon as Red Fury attacks it with fire, its wings get burnt. To save it, Hiccup immediately brings it down. Then as Red Fury is about to rain fire on them again from above, Night Fury throws its fireball inside its mouth, due to which Red Fury gets blasted from inside. Before the blast, when it was writhing in pain, its tail collides with Hiccup, due to which Hiccup also starts falling inside the volcano, and to save him, Night Fury goes behind him. Here fire and smoke spread everywhere, and nobody can see anything, and as the smoke clears, Stoic sees that only Night Fury was there, and he thought that he has lost his son, Hiccup. He was heartbroken, but here his sadness turns into happiness because Night Fury had taken Hiccup out of the fire in time by hiding him in its wings. But now he was unconscious. Everyone becomes happy to see him alive, but the trouble was that Hiccup was not regaining consciousness. After 7 days, when Hiccup regains consciousness, he sees Night Fury at his home because Stoic had also accepted Night Fury as a son. Now here Hiccup is sad to see that in the last war where they had killed a very big dragon, Hiccup had lost one of his legs. Now in this sorrow, Night Fury supports him and consoles him. It takes him outside and shows the environment where now all the villagers had started living with the dragons, and they started making them friends just like Hiccup had done. Here his dad tells him that, look, you have changed everything in the 200 years of history, and you are very brave. In the meantime, Ash also comes there, who was angry with Hiccup because Hiccup had scared her a lot. Now she kisses Hiccup, after which Hiccup and all his friends go on the dragon ride. And the movie ends here, just showing the scene.